Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. Thank you so much for clicking whatever link sent you here. I'm so happy you're here, whether you're here now, live, at the same time I'm saying these words, or somewhere far in the future after I'm dead. I'm so happy that you're watching this video. You should go ahead, if you aren't already, and subscribe to this channel. This is episode 76. That's way too many episodes. You can probably watch a solid 2 to 3 days of this show, and 30 to 40% is excellent. So go back and watch those. Watch this first. Also, before we get started, I'm going to keep mentioning this until it happens. We're less than 2 weeks away now. If you are in the Boston area, please come out on April 12th. It's a Tuesday at 7 p.m. We are doing a live, in-person, Inappropriate Movie Database from the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain. Tickets are $5 at the door. We've got a great lineup for that show. That's Amma Marfo, Danya Tromer, Angela Sawyer, and Xavier Maurice, as well as Josh Pick producing the whole thing. It's going to be so much fun. Also, I feel like I can announce this now. We also are going to have some stand-up at that show done by a familiar face on this particular show. We'll get to that shortly. But it's going to be such a fun night. So please, if you are in the Boston area, April 12th, Tuesday, 7 p.m., go to the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain for more information of that. Go to the Facebook page if you search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description, or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. That's where you can find all of this information. Other quick announcement. We have a whole new month of shows coming out that are almost completely booked. So if you are watching this now and you want to be on this show, please reach out to me on any of those services. I think we have like 2 spots left next month. So these are going quickly if you want them. Next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have 1 spot left. We're doing fourth movies in franchises. And then I think on April 18th, April 18th, we're doing the most expensive movies ever made. And we got 1 spot left on that. So if any of those sound interesting, if you want to play this game, please reach out to me on any of those services. Especially Connor's dog. Anybody, all you have to do is just yell out like that, and I'll have you on. I love having new people on. I also love having old friends on. We have such a good lineup tonight. I'm so excited for this group of people. Joining me on the show tonight are Conor Shanahan, Ken Green, Sammie James, and Tyler Tuttle. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What's up?
Hi. Let's talk to them individually for a second. Coming back for her second show this week. If you watched it on Monday, that was a real fun show. If you haven't watched that after you're watching this, you're going to enjoy it.
It was a nice time.
Sammie James back on the show. Hey, Sammie.
I always love coming on here and losing. It's a great time. Listen, I got the 1 win. That's all. It's fine.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And now I just enjoy myself.
Most people on the show only have 1 win. So last time you were on, we did... what were those movies that we did?
It was remakes.
Remakes, that's what it was. It was remakes. Tonight we have a theme. It's animal movies, which are movies with any animal in the title. So that... just to clear some things up, that doesn't mean that these movies are about animals. They might not even have animals in them, just an animal in the title. Also, for the purposes of this show, bugs are animals. If you're angry about that, I'm sorry, but I wanted to fill up this list. So, Sammie, how are you feeling about that? Is that too broad of a topic?
No, I'm totally down for this.
Now, I've been trying. It
is broad enough that I stand a chance.
I'm hoping that it helps. I feel like it's too broad of a question, so I'm not going to ask that. Normally, I ask, like, if somebody has a favorite. I don't know if I want to ask. Is it okay if I ask? Do you have a movie that you can think of with an animal in the title?
Listen, like, I can't remember the last time I saw this movie. I wouldn't call it a favorite movie, but you say that, just the only thing that pops into my head is Bad News Bears. And I'm just like, I don't know why. It's just like, it's an animal in the title.
Yeah, and you mean the remake with Billy Bob Thornton, right?
I mean, I've seen all of them, but not all of them. Don't do that to yourself.
You've seen them go to Japan?
I have.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm excited to see how this works out for you. Thanks for coming back. Also returning to the show, feels like it's been a while since I've seen him. Ken Green back on the show. Hey, Ken.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I've been back a little bit. It's been a little while, been a little busy, but yeah, I'm ready. You said animals. I know a lot of animal title movies, so but I'm only gonna shout out one answer the whole night. It'll be Black Panther, so that's it.
I can't argue with that.
It's my only answer for everything is gonna be Black Panther. So
perfect. And that's the answer to the question that I'm asking at the beginning as well.
Oh, good. See, that worked out perfectly for me. There you go. That's perfect. But yeah, it's good to be back here. And I got to come out to the live show. I've been hearing good stuff. Been hearing things, hearing good. I got to make it out there and see.
It would be great to see you.
I got to do it. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming back on this show.
Oh, no problem.
Also returning to the show, it's been a while. I believe the last time he was on the show, he broke the record for high score on the show. And it lasted for a couple of days. So I'm excited to see if he can do it again. Tyler Tuttle back on the show. Hey, Tyler.
Hi, everyone. Hi, how's it going? Hi. I got a technicality question that is the word animal in animal?
I will tell you right now, for the purposes of this game, it is not. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
Did not put any animals on here, so no Animal House, no Animal Farm, no Rob Schneider's The Animal. I think those are the three.
Nocturnal animals, the biggest fucking waste of time Jake Paul ever convinced me to sit through.
Is a monster an animal?
Ooh.
Depends on the monster. I'm going to say that I don't want to say yes or no, but
a Sharknado is an animal.
Can this just be the show? Can we just define what is and just go down the list of all creatures?
That would be let's change.
There's an animal in the name of the monster, like Sharktopus. A Sharktopus is an animal.
Sharktopus is two animals.
Exactly.
So like the entertainer.
I didn't go that terrible. I feel like you won't hate most of these.
I bet we will.
You don't know what I have the capacity to hate.
So I assume that your favorite animal movie is the one behind you, Batman Begins.
I'm so glad this is a failure and I'm never gonna have to see this trailer again. I hate it so much. People are strange. It's ruined the doors for me. I like Michael Keaton less because he's in that trailer for half a second. It's just a disaster top to bottom. I wish the worst for everyone involved.
If it makes you I don't know if you were following this, but the director of the movie was on Twitter last week just spoiling the movie because he doesn't give a shit anymore either.
Good for him.
If you care about Morbius spoilers, block your ears for half a second.
Who is that?
I don't know. But Michael Keaton.
This must have been a rough.
Michael Keaton, big reveal in that trailer. That scene is not in the movie, and Michael Keaton doesn't show up until the post-credits.
They do. They're just selling the next movie. Who gives a shit? There's another one coming in 2 years, and Michael
Stop
Keaton
putting
might
Jared
be in it.
Leto in things.
Yes.
Right? Jared Leto gets
Yes.
so much work for a
Yes.
guy that
Yes.
is unanimously
Yes.
hated.
Yeah.
Tricked us with Requiem for a Dream. We were like, all right, this is cool. And then, I don't know, we got duped. We just got to admit it.
His last good year was 1999, where he gets the shit kicked out of him in Fight Club and then gets murdered in American Psycho.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler, thanks for coming back on the show.
Good to be here.
Finally returning to the show. He's been on a lot lately, and I love seeing him. He's also the one that immediately the next show after Tyler scored his record score beat Tyler's score. So we have maybe a little chance at redemption tonight. Conor Shanahan back on the show. Hey, Conor.
What's up, Nick? Hello, everybody. Sorry for the dog bark earlier. Sorry.
That's also to clear it up in case your dog was asking, dogs are animals.
Okay. Yeah, I did have another technicality. As bugs are now animals, is bug an animal in a title? I'll let Tyler's question.
Oh, yeah.
It might be.
All right.
I didn't break it up. I didn't put anything with animal in it, but bug may or may not show up in a title or two.
Sweet.
All right.
By the way, I got the theme wrong, and I thought this was Bruce Willis number movies. So I got The Fifth Element, The Sixth Sense, and the seventh John McClane movie ready to go. But
I mean, there's one
again.
crossover movie that may or may not show up tonight.
All right.
I'm just excited for Wolf Cop showing up.
And another Wolf Cop.
I mean, between I guess Wolf Cop doesn't count in that, but I could probably rerun this whole game just with sci-fi original movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun selection. I'll say that right now. I'm going to spoil that. I'm really. It's the end of the month. We've done a lot of more intricate ones. This is just a real dumb topic and an excuse to use some movies I haven't used.
Awesome.
We're just the people for the show, too.
So thank you all for coming on. So excited to see how this works out. If this is your first time watching, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled content warnings for a bunch of movies. Like I said, all of them tonight, including some sort of animal in the title. These content warnings, I'll never know. I'll never know who writes them. I'll never know why they write them. I mean, some people write them because you want to give parents a head up if there's some naughty material in a movie. Other people are just psychopathic and alone, I think, and just need to share their views with the world. And the only way they can do that now that the IMDb message board is gone is to just leave these parental warnings. So anyway, I'm going to read these warnings. My friends here are going to try to figure out what movie these warnings are from. And unless there's anything else we need to talk about, I think it's time to jump into the game. And to do that, Conor, you're up first.
Okay.
Would you like a movie from 1989, 2006, or 2016?
1989, please.
1989. First movie of the night with an animal in the title from 1989 for 5 points. Under the category of frightening and intense scenes, the end of this movie is very sad and emotional. Today, the movie must be rated PG.
Must be
rated PG.
Oh,
All right,
man.
for 4 points. Also under frightening and intense scenes, a young girl, for whatever reason, comes down with a lung infection, which consequently involves her coughing hellishly. All caps on hellishly. Tyler is buzzed in. Anybody else? Tyler, what movie is this?
An American Tail, and then probably the word mouse after that, if I'm correct.
Unfortunately, there's no mouse in that title, and it is not an American.
I only know the sequel subtitle. I only know what happens when Feifel goes west. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's going on. That savvy first venture.
I think that one's just called An American Tail.
Mm-hmm.
It had a colon.
For 3 points under the category of sex and nudity, a young girl flashes her undies at the camera several times whilst trying on new dresses. 2 dogs howl upon her doing one of them. Do not like how that sentence is phrased.
Oh boy.
Tyler has buzzed in again. Anybody else? Tyler, what do you think?
I take it back. You know what? I'll just be wrong. All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, this time you picked the right Don Bluth. All dogs go to heaven.
I thought that was a 90s movie. I couldn't be sure. All right.
There's
a scene that happens in that film?
Yeah, thank you. There's underwear and all dogs go to heaven.
I just know there are 2 dogs. There should be.
See, I thought about it with the sick girl, and then the next one, I'm just like, no, it is not that movie.
2 dogs are hollowing at a young girl who's trying on dresses. Those dogs do go to heaven.
Charlie Sheen and the other one.
Way to spoil the movie, Nick.
Daddy, cover your ears. All right.
Other clues than that, under violence and gore, during the main character's escape from the pound, the guards fire upon him and another dog. And under frightening and intense scenes later, a large demon is shown waiting to collect the dog and calling it, but it is chased away by an angel.
That would have done it. Yeah. The movie, the name of the movie has dogs and heaven in it, and underwear is not suggested by any of those words. Either of those words.
Yeah, sometimes they throw things in movies that they don't mention in the title.
Oh my God.
I mean, all can mean a lot of things, though.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Even the
What's
shitty
the working
ones.
title? All girls cough hellishly.
At the end of the first round, Tyler, you've got 2 points. Everyone else is at 0. Ken, would you like a movie from 1975, 1988, or 1990?
I'm going to say 75 was the golden year of animal movies. I don't know. I'm just making it. I have no clue. But yes.
No, you are absolutely right.
That's got to be the golden year of animal movies. Yeah. Go ahead. We'll try that.
All right. From 1975 for 5 points. Tyler, do you already have your hand up?
I'll wait till after the clue, but I got a good thought.
He already knows.
Well, let me read this clue. I think 2 of you
will already know.
Hey, I'm patient for that.
Well, I got it. Well, go ahead.
Under frightening and intense scenes, as a whole, the movie is very depressing and cynical. All right, let's see if first this changed Tyler's opinion. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
It might be A Dog Day Afternoon.
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Is this One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Shit.
This is not Dog Day Afternoon. This is Connor coming in hot with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Nice.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Good movie.
Oh boy. Although wasn't every movie in 75 dark and cynical? How the hell did you?
Oh yeah, no. I mean that was the 70s.
That's 70s.
Very good job.
By any movie.
Man.
Other clues.
The Deer Hunter.
That romp.
Other clues in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Under frightening and intense scenes, a woman's emotionless expressions give her a somewhat unsettling presence. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Overall, not that much drug use in the movie. All drugs presented are legal and are used in a medical context. Violence and gore. At many points during the film, the patients fight the orderlies. Many punches are thrown, and despite And despite very little blood during those scenes, it can still be somewhat violent, but nothing graphic. And under profanity, much like the novel, the orderlies and mental patients would often swear a lot.
Yes.
Conor, you're now in the lead with 5 points. Tyler at 1. Ken and Sammie are watching.
Wait a minute.
It's up to make guesses.
My brain was actually working. I wasn't just sitting there like nothing. Okay.
Sammie, would you like a movie from 1994, 2000, or 2008?
1994.
1994. We're going to just keep getting the oldest movie in a trio out of the way. And we're just going to be stuck with movies from last year that nobody remembers.
Yep.
This movie from 1994 for 5 points under profanity. Odd uses and derivatives of curse words. Shit on me. Jesus Christ in a taxi cab.
Huh.
Tyler has buzzed in. Anybody else?
What was the year?
94.
Oh,
fuck. All right, Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Could it be Man Bites Dog?
It could be Man Bite Dog. It isn't, but it could be.
You tricky man. You tricky man. At least I could have been right. That's
it definitely, no, that movie definitely came out around that time and has a dog in the title. You know that not all these movies are going to have dogs in the title.
I'm going to keep trying.
Tell me another animal, Nick.
The cuckoo. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the whole movie is very dark in nature, talking about violence and vengeance.
94.
94. Tyler's got another guess. Anybody else?
I just love to guess.
Sammie, I'm going to go to you first. What do you think?
Is it 12 Monkeys?
Tyler, what do you think?
Dances with Wolves. It's a variation of a dog.
It is not Dances with Wolves. It is also not 12 Monkeys.
Oh, damn it, I thought
the crossover movie that Conor was waiting for.
Fuck.
You know, I don't guess unless I am certain. So.
I guess.
3 points under violence and gore. The main character explodes a pawn shop, causing the owner to fly out of the back and catch his pant leg on fire. But he isn't terribly harmed.
I don't think this
Conor
is right.
has a guess. Tyler has a guess. Anybody else?
Oh man, why am I not getting this? Oh.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
I don't think this is right. The Black Sheep. It's not a dog, which is kind of a bummer.
Conor, what do you think this movie is?
I think this is The Crow.
This is not Black Sheep. This movie is The Crow.
Yeah, as soon as he said it.
It's funny because as soon as you said 12 Monkeys, I was like, oh, it's 12 Monkeys. I could see Brad Pitt saying shit on me.
Right, exactly. That's exactly where my brain went. I think he does.
I think he said the same thing, and a river runs through it too. So I don't know. Just guess.
I mean, it's his first line in H.O.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Other clues in The Crow under violence and gore. A man's personal bird pecks the eyes of a woman, which causes her to fall multiple stories and hit the ground, dying.
Oh boy.
And frightening and intense scenes. Even though the titular character is the good guy, his face paint and appearance can frighten young viewers. Conor, you're now at 8 points.
Right.
Ken, in second place with 0. Sammie at -1. Tyler at -2.
I'm pulling a Lloyd. I'm going to pull a Lloyd on.
Tyler, would you like a movie from 1985, 1998, or 2008?
I got to choose the other old one, or the other contestants will bully me. Whatever the oldest one was.
85?
Hey.
All right. 1985, this movie, for 5 points, under sex and nudity. The two children are shown as adults. They hold hands near the end of the film. A relationship is implied. Connor, are you buzzed in or just giving me a thumbs up?
I don't mean to be. Sorry, I'm giving you a thumbs up, bud. Sorry about that. Right.
For 4 points, under violence and gore, children physically fight in one scene under the influence of a spell, although none of them appear seriously hurt. Tyler has buzzed in. Connor, I don't know if he's buzzed in or not.
No, I'm not. I don't know how to get rid of this. I'm really sorry. I'm not buzzed in.
All right. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
I love to guess. It's Lord of the Flies.
It is not Lord of the Flies.
Oh, but it's good. It's fun to throw a guess out there.
It's fun to guess.
Much fun.
Ken, I will have to read this next clue.
Good, please, because that was a mistake. that was a reflex.
For 3 points, under frightening and intense scenes, a child lives with a magician at a circus. The two are not blood relatives, and the man has an underage kid working for him as an apprentice. It is implied that the child is an orphan who was taken in. This may upset some viewers.
I've seen this fucking movie.
Right. Ken, do you still want to take a guess?
I might as well get some negative points. I don't know. Stuart Little. No, it's not even the animal name. Stuart Little Mouse. Stuart Little Mouse. I have no idea. I had my hand up.
Stuart Little the Mouse. I think correct.
That was the original version. Yeah. You saw the cut version.
Just so I'm not leaving it hanging, it is not Stuart Little the Mouse.
You sure?
Damn it.
I don't know.
I was rooting for that one.
I think you're wrong. I don't know. Go ahead.
For 2 points, under violence and gore, Nicholas chases the title characters. It is implied that he wants to hurt them. Sammie has buzzed in. Anybody else?
Christopher, I got no fucking
Connor
idea.
has also buzzed in. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Is this the Fox and the Hound?
Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
Fox and the Hound. That's what I was going to say.
Is it?
It is not the Fox and the Hound.
Great.
Nicholas!
Oh, boy.
Final clue. For 1 point, under frightening and intense scenes, we see the title character's caring meter go down and the world enveloped in darkness as Nicholas uses black magic. This may frighten younger viewers. Connor seems to be the only one buzzed in. Connor, hold on. Tyler, do you know what this movie is?
Oh, but I'm going to guess. Nicholas and his dog use magic.
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I think he crushed the working title there. Is this the Care Bears, the movie, or the Care Bears movie?
Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with Nicholas and his dog. This is the Care Bears movie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Jiminy Crickets.
No, wrong movie.
Oh man.
Just a terrible round all around.
This is horrible.
That's my fault for using
what's the least points that have won on this show?
I believe 2.
Oh, Josh picked
2. Okay. Just curious if we're gonna we might break that record.
Also, just a shout out to Will Tedisco in the comments, rooting for Connor. It looks like
that's my oldest buddy. Will. Hey, Will.
That feels like a smart bet at this point.
Yep.
Well, Connor did get 0 points in that round, getting him the most points out of anybody in that round. Connor remains at 8. Ken in second place with -1, Sammie at -2, Tyler at -4.
Playing golf rules.
Wait, this thing is telling me it's about to raise my hand for me. Did that this is so stupid. I hate this thing. Sorry. This just raised my hand for me, Nick.
Have to Yes.
All right. Connor, we're going back to you.
Fucking with this.
Connor,
Anyways.
would you like a movie from 1982, 1992, or 2009?
This is back to me. I'm sorry.
Back to you.
Okay. Let's try 92.
92.
All right.
Bucking the trend. From 1992 for 5 points, under violence and gore, a minor scuffle takes place inside a classroom. For 4 points, under sex and nudity, a teacher says blue balls in a non-sexual context, and several children laugh. For 3, hold on. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Doggy Blue Balls.
Oh, you're close. It is the sequel, Doggy Blue Balls
Doggy
2.
Blue Balls 2.
Two
The
balls.
release.
For 3 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a man is charged with drunk driving. He is shown driving and swerving with a beer bottle in his hand. Tyler has buzzed in again. Anybody else? Tyler, do you know the movie this time?
I actually do. I actually know the movie for the first time. The Mighty Ducks.
Of course, it's the Mighty Ducks.
I don't.
Oh, I'm upset at myself right now.
Drunk driving always tips me off. That's
I
my
thought
favorite
that
drunk
was going to be
driving
too
movie.
easy of a clue.
Oh my god.
Other clues in the Mighty Ducks, under violence and gore, a boy is deliberately fouled by an opposing player under the instructions of his unscrupulous coach and is knocked unconscious. He's taken to a hospital as precaution, but is later seen to be fine. He's regained consciousness before he's carried from the ice. And under violence and gore, mild hockey violence.
So I'm basically a 2.1 point person. I'm not getting anything above that. It's not going to happen. Okay.
Connor remains in the lead with 8 points. Ken remains in second place with -1. Tie for third place between Sammie and Tyler at -2 each.
All right.
I'm making a comeback.
All right. Going into Lloyd mode. Let's do
Right.
this.
Ken,
Hold on. Oh,
Ken,
boy.
would you like a movie from 1986, 2013, or 2014?
2014. The older ones have been working for me.
2014.
Yeah, let's go. Something like
Going with the newest movie for a change.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, from 2014 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes, the movie has some elements of a black comedy. There are a few unsympathetic characters.
Fuck it.
Sammie has a guess. Anybody else?
Fuck it.
All right, fuck it. Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
I don't think this is the year this came out. Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Solid
It is
stab.
not Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, good guess, though. That was a good
I really
guess.
thought that was
good.
it.
That was good.
Damn, that's pretty.
Much respect.
That was it should be. You should change it retroactively because everything sort of lines up for that answer.
5 points to say. Yeah.
For 4 points, under sex and nudity, a man and a woman express the press's admiration for an actor as describing to ejaculate on the actor's face. Connor has a guess. Anybody else?
I feel like I should.
Connor,
I want to guess.
what do you think this movie? Oh, hold on, Tyler. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Power a Dog.
The movie from last year?
Yeah, the one best director.
Connor, what do you think?
Is this Birdman or
Ken, what do you think?
Oh,
you said what was the last clue? Well, you can't repeat. Can you repeat the last clue again?
Man and woman express the press's admiration for an actor as describing to ejaculate on the actor's face.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say, what's that? Eagle versus. Oh shit! What's that movie? Eagle versus
Shark.
Shark. That's it. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna guess that. I have no idea.
That's fine. I gave you the title because it's not right.
I know.
And I let you guess late, even though Connor already said the right answer. It's Birdman.
Birdman. Wow.
I was gonna jump.
Definitely Birdman.
I was gonna jump on the Connor bandwagon. I was like, nope. I want to like do this on my own. And I once again lost. So yeah.
The Oscar-winning Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman. Or the unexpected virtue of ignorance. I didn't write all that down, but I remembered it because I'm a film buff. Other clues in Birdman: under frightening and intense scenes, the main character often has a mental voice in his head speaking to him, and he sometimes hallucinates weird visions. There's a scene where he goes absolutely crazy and starts throwing objects viciously. Sex and Nudity: a man is shown walking through Times Square in his underwear. And Violence and Gore: a character imagines he's a superhero. In the background, there's a SWAT team being shot with blood splashes, explosions, people running, and a huge metal bird.
That was a mental voice in his head, huh? A mental voice?
A mental voice in his head, yes, correct.
Very good.
And then he went on to reprise the role in Spider-Man and Morbius. Connor now has a real commanding lead at 12 points.
Oh, wow.
Second place still can at -2. Third place, still a tie between Sammie and Tyler at -3 each.
Love this.
Boy.
Sammie.
Okay.
Would you like a movie from 1963, 1985, or 1992?
You know what? 63.
63. All right, 1963 for 5 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, many characters smoke cigarettes in various scenes. Alcohol is consumed in a few scenes. I think Tyler had a pre-guess. His hand is still up. So, Tyler, I'm going to go to you. What do you think this movie is?
I give up on my pre-guesses. It's The Bird, because that's old.
That is old. And it's also this movie. This is Alfred Hitchcock.
I knew it. I was waiting till the next one. I was just like, let me just be sure. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Sammie, how many times have you been on the show to know that you shouldn't wait?
Yeah.
I mean,
fortune favors the chaotic.
Listen, I've already guessed early twice tonight, and it hasn't worked for me. So.
Other clues in The Birds: under Violence and Gore, a dead woman is seen lying outside her house covered in blood. A young girl inside the house is seen crying at her body. Frightening and intense scenes, rated PG-13. Some bloody creature violence and frightening moments. Also, no, it isn't. That rating didn't come out for another 25 years. Under frightening and intense scenes, Hitchcock himself suggested that the film could potentially be his scariest movie. Worse than even Psycho. Several sequences, especially the last few scenes, are extremely suspenseful. And Violence and Gore: a huge flock of seagulls attacks a town square. They swoop down and peck at people who scream and run for cover. Panic erupts and cars crashing, etc.
Etc.
Connor remains in the lead with 12 points. Tyler right behind at 2 points. Ken at -2. Sammie at -3.
Yeah.
No.
Tyler, would you like a movie from 1958, 2001, or 2019?
The newest, 2019.
From 2019 for 5 points. Under profanity, all of the goddams are used in the dinner scene and One Day Before.
I don't remember a single movie from 2019.
Real bad pick on your part, then.
Go big or go home.
All right. For 4 points, under Sex and Nudity, there is a lot of talk of people having sex with animals.
Oh, I got a guess.
Tyler has a guess. Anybody else have a guess? Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
The Lobster.
It is not The Lobster.
Okay.
It could have been.
That would have been my guess.
I think that came out in 2018.
Yeah, I think 2019 is when The Favorite came out.
Oh, you know what? I got another one. I'll wait till the next
3 points under profanity. 1 F word spoken by a child, but very humorous in tone. Several S words, uses of ass, goddamn, hell, etc. A number of which are spoken by children. Tyler has another guess. Anybody else?
Oh, boy.
Tyler, what do you got this time?
Jojo Rabbit.
That does have an animal in the title and some swearing children. This is Jojo Rabbit.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
That's horrible.
Also in Jojo Rabbit, under frightening and intense scenes, despite the film's sense of humor, the film shows us the horrors of war. And the depictions of these atrocities are highly realistic, which could be upsetting to some. And under profanity, the main character uses the phrase, quote, "fuck off, Hitler," before proceeding to kick Hitler out the window. Conor remains in the lead with 12, Tyler at 4, Ken at -2, Sammie at -3. We are speeding through this game. We have one more go-around left, 4 movies, one more for each of you. There's still 20 points on the board, so it's still anybody's game.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I mean, you can try to buzz in.
It's fun to guess.
I'm trying.
Conor, would you like a movie from 1964, 1968, or 2003?
Let's go 1968.
1968. All right, from 1968 for 5 points under sex and nudity. This movie was released pre-PG-13, but would have pushed the PG limit due to some people being offended by nude buttocks.
Oh.
Just seeing Sammie. Sammie, what do you think? Hold on. You still have a second. Conor, what do you think?
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Sammie, what do you think?
That's what I was going to say.
Well, bad decision for both of you. It is not Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the fact that the main character is incredibly miserable and a little insane may scare younger viewers. Sammie's going to take another guess. Anybody else?
Not.
Sammie is not going to take another guess. Revise the statement. Conor is, though. Conor, what do you think this time?
Cat Ballou.
It is not Cat Ballou either. You are going to run out of cat-related melodramas. For 3 points, under frightening and intense scenes, the end scene might be depressing and shocking.
Oh, that cleared it up for me.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know.
Ken's gonna take a guess. Anybody else?
I have no idea.
All right, Ken, what do you think?
3 Days of the Condor. I have no idea.
It is not 3 Days of the Condor.
I didn't think so, but I had to take a guess. I'm not, Okay.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, as the astronauts find water, they take off their clothes and jump into the water. They are naked, but for you most likely just see their butts, backside. I see everyone but Tyler. That's
no
odd.
idea.
Sammie,
I don't
what
watch
do you think this
anything
movie
that old.
is?
Planet of the Apes.
Conor, what do you think?
Planet of the Cats.
Ken, what do you think?
The Apes, Planet of.
You all said it differently. I'm tempted to just give the points to Sammie, but I'm going to give it to all three of you. This is Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, real different vibes than every guest before it.
Wasn't even happy about getting it right. Like, but whatever.
Final clue in that, under violence and gore, in one scene, the cavalry charges out wielding rifles and starts shooting random humans. A character is shot through the head, blood. Another character is shot in the neck, blood splatters. Several humans are shot into the river. The creatures proceed to use clubs and whips to beat several humans to death and capture others. Connor is at 12 points. Tyler's at 4. Ken is at -1. Sammie is at -2.
Yeah.
Still 15 points on the board. 3 movies left. Ken, you get to pick this one. Would you like a movie from 1933, 1961, or 2020?
Oh, 33. Come on.
All right.
Fuck that. Come on. Come on. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's what I like to see. This movie's for 1933 for 5 points under profanity. A character calls another character like runt, worm, etc. Sammie's going to take a guess. Anybody else? Tyler's also going to take a guess. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Old Dogs.
The original.
Yeah, it still has Robin Williams though somehow.
Sammie, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think this is the right year with cat people.
It is not cat people. This is Old Dogs. What? I'm kidding. It's not Old
Dogs.
Be.
I would have loved to stumble into some old movie with the same name.
OLD. It's spelled OLDE. So
yeah, it's not a pub.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, a woman is shown in her bra before she takes a bath. A man watches her undress through the window and then enters her house. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Cats and Dogs.
Hold on.
Oh.
Ken, what do you think this movie is? Though I heard you.
Oh boy, I don't know if this movie is made. No, probably wasn't made then. Wolfman, the original Wolfman. I don't know.
It is not the original Wolfman.
Well, that was a solid. Yeah,
it is also not Cats and Dogs.
I wasn't done. To the Revenge of Kitty Galore.
If I remember correctly, Ken, you were on the old movies episode where the Wolfman came up and nobody got it.
Nope. So your show is still running good record here because nobody gets
it. We're doing good.
We're doing good.
We're all in this together. 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A couple of characters smoke a cigar near the beginning of the film, meant to be comical.
Oh fuck! What's that movie?
I don't know.
Oh wait, shit! Fuck.
No.
All right. Well,
Animal is not.
I love it when people do that on Jeopardy.
Yeah. What is shit?
Oh shit!
What is shit?
Ignore me, Alex. Tyler, what do you think?
Zoolander, because there's a lot of animals in the zoo.
Conor, what do you think?
I think Tyler was on the right track. I think it's the original The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
No, it is neither of those movies.
Oh, come on. I'm getting this.
2 points under violence and gore. 2 countries go to war near the end of the film. However, the movie is rated G, plus all the props and sound effects are fake. It's all done for comedic effect, and there is never any fear that any character is in danger. I see two people who I'm pretty sure know what this movie is and are angry. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Well, I thought it was a Marx Brothers movie, and so I was going to say Animal Crackers. Then I remembered what you said at the beginning, and so I didn't. I said the truth about cats and dogs, but now I'll say Duck Soup.
Ken, what do you think?
Yeah,
it is indeed delicious.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Duck soup.
It, of course, is
Right.
duck soup.
I'm angry.
There's no reason for anybody to be angry. A duck's an animal.
I meant the soup part. Is a soup an animal?
A mighty animal like that. Quack,
The mighty
quack, quack.
soup. I've hunted soup.
You know what I like putting in my duck soup? Animal crackers. Final clue in that, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, as usual, Groucho's character is seen with a cigar in almost every scene, sometimes actually smoking. It's no longer anybody's game. It's one person's game.
Yeah.
Connor's in the lead with 13. Tyler's in second place with 1. Ken is at 0. Sammie is at -3.
I got the 0.
I'm just gonna guess. Fuck it.
Do it.
Right?
Do
Guessing's
it.
fun.
Fuck it.
Also, please don't tell me what I can and
That's
can't
it.
do. I could tank this thing like you wouldn't believe. I can
Well,
make some great guesses.
I'm getting 2 5-pointers right now. It's calling my shots like Babe
Oh,
Ruth.
yeah, I guess it is mathematic. All right, hold on. Let me get it wrong first.
2 movies remain. Sammie, would you like a movie from 1968, 2015, or 2020?
Who remembers 2020? 2020.
Perfect.
Like 8 movies released, and one of them apparently had an animal's name.
Let's see if you can remember it. For 5 points, under violence and gore.
Is a Kong an animal? Also,
Answer the
that was
question.
2021.
That is the classic line they've used in all of the King Kong movies. Is Kong an animal? For 5 points, under violence and gore, people are punched and some are hit hard, and one man is given a wedgie.
Oh, it's a
Connor,
funny
are
movie.
you are you buzzed in?
Right.
Sure. Yeah. This is 2020.
2020.
This is the direct-to-video Dog's Secret Life. Dog's Secret Life.
I was trying to raise my hand that whole time. If
That's
I need
fine.
to wait till the
Sammie, I'll
next one,
ask you
that's
because
fine.
that wasn't even an answer. Sammie, what do you think?
You know what? A jackass is an animal.
A jackass is an animal. That movie came out in 2021, but that jackass is definitely an animal.
That's oh boy.
Whatever.
For 4 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a man is seen drinking beer. He orders another character a soda because the waitress told him no kids allowed.
It's a movie with kids and wedgies and an animal. It sounds great. I should watch it when we find out what it is.
Also, Jenny Ismay's in the comments and not a fan of my duck soup with animal crackers. Hi, Jenny. 3 points, under violence and gore. The villain has machines and drones with missiles and bullets that were mostly aimed at the hero. Tyler has buzzed in. Anybody else? Connor's also going to take a guess. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Spider-Man Far From Home?
Tyler, what do you think?
Sonic DOS Hedgehog.
It is not Spider-Man Far From Home. It is what a lot of people had as the last movie they saw in theaters before a global pandemic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nice.
Back in theaters, April something.
Good job.
Nice.
I wasn't gonna say Spider-Man because I assumed you had a superhero episode, so I'm not guessing any superhero movie.
Other clues in some, this pandemic is already 2 Sonic the Hedgehog movies long. Under frightening and intense scenes towards the end of the 3rd act, the villain manages to knock the hero out. His fur is roughed up and dirty. Everyone thinks he's dead. And the villain says they ought to get ice to keep the body cold, since he said earlier that his plan is to dissect the hero. That, plus the fact that the hero appears dead, could be upsetting to younger kids. And frightening and intense scenes. The hero used to look terrifying in 2019.
Oh, yeah. You sure did.
That's a warning. There was one trailer where it looked different. Watch out for that in the movie. Fucking idiots. I hate that guy. Whoever wrote that one's the worst of all.
We bullied a major studio into exploiting the CG workers to make our Sonic look cuter. One movie remains. Really Connor, you're at 11. Tyler, you're at 4. Ken, you're at 0. Sammie at -4. Tyler,
new low score, baby.
Tyler, you get to pick the last movie of the night. Would you like a movie from, where are we? 1961, 2016, or 2017?
I'm going to go with the middle one because I've already done the first and the last. So 2016. Is a Muppet an animal?
One of them is.
Oh.
Yeah, but it can't be used as
Miss Piggy? What the hell? I think more than one of them is. All right.
Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Final movie of the night from 2016.
Damn Eagle! You were wrong. Sorry.
Face, Nick. Face.
Pepe the Prawn.
Rizzo the Rat.
Let's stay tuned for the after show where we name which Muppets are and are not animals. With right in the middle the Venn diagram being animal.
There's an entire group of pigs up in space. Okay, come on, man.
Yeah.
Final movie of the night from 2016 for 5 points. Under sex and nudity. This one sexualizes both heroes.
What year is this?
2016. Tyler, what is your guess?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It is not Ant-Man and the Wasp.
But they're both hot.
I know, but you explicitly didn't choose Ant-Man and the Wasp when it was one of your 3 options.
Oh, it came out next year. I've been tricked.
For 4 points, I do have to read this clue, Connor. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the villain, before he becomes the villain, is seen drinking what appears to be rum, gin, or wine in a bar while talking to 2 gangsters. Tyler's going to take another guess. Connor, you don't want to take that guess anymore.
I will.
You don't have to.
I kind of forgot. I realized mine doesn't work. It's not an animal, I realized.
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Black Panther.
Wouldn't it have been good if the last movie was Black Panther and Ken didn't ring in? It is not Black Panther.
Setting me up to fail. Okay.
For 3 points under violence and gore, the violence in this film is super rare, but when it occurs, it's shocking and realistically graphic. The tone is really dark and unexpected. It is about as intense as Joker from 2019.
What a benchmark.
Tyler's going to take a guess. This is 2016.
Fuck it.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
Batman v Superman.
Tyler, what do you think?
Probably right. John Wick 2, The Power of Dog.
It is not John Wick 2. It is also not Batman v Superman.
Whatever, new low score. I'm going with it.
A little sexualized as fuck in that movie.
For 2 points, under violence and gore, a woman is shot in the stomach by the villain. Blood is shown shooting out. As a result, she is permanently paralyzed. Tyler has buzzed in yet again. Anybody else? Connor's also buzzed in. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Red Sparrow.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
And ouch, my tummy.
It is not Red Sparrow. I'll have to double check after the game and see if one of the alternate titles was "Ouch My Tummy," but I don't.
Is a phoenix an animal? That's the other big question.
Phoenix is not an animal.
Well, that would have counted anyway.
All right, final clue for 1 point.
Okay.
Under violence and gore, Batman beats up a man and is probably the most violent Batman animated film out there.
What a wild card. I saw this. It was bad.
I see. Okay. Everybody's gonna take a guess. Sammie, what do you say?
I don't remember. I can only think of one. Is it Batman the Killing Joke? Did that come out then?
Ken, what do you think?
Was there an animated Batman and Robin? So I should get 2 points if it is, because that's a Batman and Robin.
Tyler, what do you think?
There was an animated Batman, The Killing Joke. I saw it in theaters somehow.
Connor, what do you think?
This is either The Truth About Cats and Dogs, or is this Red Sun? Oh wait, that's Superman. Fuck it. I'm going The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
It is not The Truth About Cats and Dogs. And Ken, there was an animated movie called Batman versus Robin.
It's not this one.
This movie, however, is the animated adaptation of Batman the Killing Joke.
Oh,
that one's right in the middle. They make a real weird choice.
Great time to make a comeback.
Fine.
Real bad choices there.
I'll take my half a point. Fine.
The fact that they brought back Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill to do it, and then just totally shat on the whole story.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball on that one.
Like I said, under Sex and Nudity, this one sexualizes both heroes and forces them to fuck, which is real bad.
Yeah.
Well, real bad way to end the night on our animal episode. That was Batman the Killing Joke.
Oh, man.
This was Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight. Sammie at -4, Ken at -1, Tyler at 2, Connor taking home the game tonight at 9 points.
1980 never came up. I was just sitting here waiting to be like, Raging Bull!
Did you study just for 1980? That's a unique strategy. That's animal movies 1980. I got that covered.
No, but like that, there are like years that I know movies came out. I'm just like, okay, Raging Bull came out in 1980. If I hear 1980, I'm just gonna say Raging Bull.
That's what I had. Reservoir Dogs. I think it's 92 or 93. And when 92 came out, in my head, I'm like, Reservoir Dogs. And it's like, kids in a classroom slap each other. Something like Reservoir Dogs.
I still would have.
That was little Reservoir Dogs. L-I-L. Yeah, that was
Reservoir Pups. Yeah, Res Puppies.
Short-lived cartoon series.
Yeah.
Well, that was the game. Thank you all so much for doing this. This was so much fun.
Good job, pup.
Even though it was horrendous. Oh my god.
Not the worst episode we had this month.
Okay.
Or this week.
Well, this week somebody got some points. Amma did pretty well on Monday.
No, that's true. No, that's.
But we did have a show last week or 2 weeks ago. None of you were on that show. where the winner ended with 4 points. So y'all did better than that.
But did they have fun along the way?
No, nobody had fun in that episode.
Oh no!
And is Kong an animal? All right.
What about Godzilla?
Before we go, if there is anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Ken, I'll start with you.
Promote. Well, like I said, still working on the play thing I'm working on. I'm actually with a composer now. They're doing music, and I don't know that part. It's a theater in New York ensemble for the Romantic Century, and it's something about Frederick Douglass. And I wrote it, but they put music to it, and it'll be out soon enough. We'll run that. And this year, the Boston Theater Marathon, I got something in that, a play about somebody who's never seen Hamilton, and it causes a lot of problems. But I have a short play, and it's a great thing. If you have a short attention span, go see the Boston Theater Marathon, a bunch of 10-minute plays. You go in that little room. You're good for culture for the rest of your life, I guess. I don't know.
That's
it.
Really
that's
fun.
It. That's cool.
When is that?
I want to say August, but don't quote me. Look up.
I won't.
Look up online. Yeah, please don't. Don't quote me on anything I said tonight.
Be in Boston in August, so
I think I'm almost certain it's August, but I hope. Because I look pretty stupid standing in front of the theater just by myself. Like, where's everybody? What's happening? So yeah.
Sammie, do you have anything that you would like to promote?
Sure. I have a comedy special out now on YouTube called Your Mom Loves Me. I run 2 monthly shows, The Badass Trans Woman of Comedy and The Waiting Room. And you can find me on all social media at Sammie James. I use TikTok now.
I love that nobody ever says that they're on TikTok proudly. Like, no, I finally gave
no one are
It scares me. I've deleted TikTok 3 times. Tyler.
Yeah.
You got anything going on?
I'm gonna promote, just go outside and like make eye contact with an old person. I think they'd appreciate it. Probably pretty lonely. They're in the way a lot, so people don't look at them. Make eye contact with an old person on the street. Make them feel young again.
Like that Ken's clapping as if he's so happy people are going to start making eye contact with him.
As an old person, I would say, do not do that, okay? Because that is not a thing to do. That's not. They're like either going to shoot you or run away from you. One or the other. So don't do
that. Finally, our winner, Connor.
I would just urge people to get outside, look down at your shoes, and get to the movies and buy a ticket to Morbius. And we got to get those sales up. We got to get the sequels out. I saw an ad for it that.
I would like a sequel, Morbius 2, and it's like MORE BOUS.
More.
I forgot. I forgot to promote one thing we got coming up. We're working with Courtney Pong over at the Improv Theater in Rosendale. We got a big Punathon, the first Boston Punathon coming up. We just put it on Facebook today. Look on Facebook, look up the Punathon, Boston Punathon, and you can come out and check it out and get your puns ready. You can apply to be on the show, and it's gonna be like they have one in Austin, Texas, so we're gonna do one here. And I'm glad somebody just reminded me, sent me a message. But look on Facebook, you'll see information about it. So yeah.
I know what I'm looking up as soon as this is over.
Yeah, you go.
Was there anything else, Connor?
Nothing to really promote. Maybe next time around. We got a couple things in the works, but yeah, thanks for having us, and yeah, it was a blast. Can't wait to see Morbius.
No, we gotta show Sony we care. Sony is hurting right now.
Yeah, they are.
We need to show up for that.
It's getting pummeled.
Well, thank you all once again to Conor Shanahan, Ken Green, Sammie James, Tyler Tuttle. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook if you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this here video. Find us on Instagram and Twitter at IMDb Game. Like I said, we have a whole new month of shows coming up with a couple of spaces still open last I checked. So if you want to be on the show, please reach out to me in one of those places. Like I said, we still have a spot open this coming Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Forquills. That's what those are called, right? Movies, the fourth movies and series. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Trilogy Busters.
We also have other shows to look out for this month. Some guest hosts coming up that I'm so excited for. Jenny, who is in the comments here. Also, Katie Baker, I just see in the comments. Hey, Katie. Jenny Isma is going to be hosting later this month musicals, and Matt Shore's coming in at the end of the month to host movies Matt has seen. So look out for all of those shows. We do this show Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're doing the show again live in person on April 12th, Tuesday, at the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain. Please, please, please come out to that. It's the beginning of like the residency there. We're doing first Tuesday of the month, and we want to show them that people give a shit about this show. So please come out to that. Look for all the information on all the social media. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe, do all those things that YouTubers say to do. And again, thank you. Goodbye.
Hi.